I've worked with thousands of real estate investors in my career, and the biggest hangup that every investor faces is actually submitting offers. And we know you must make offers to buy property, but investors freeze up. They get overwhelmed and they often overcomplicate the process. So, I'm going to solve that problem for you and share with you the very simple system that I use to submit 100 plus personalized offers every month in my business. And I'm going to show you how to streamline that process so that you're not slaving away 50 hours a week doing this. And this is the very same system that I've used to acquire over 1,000 doors and make over $10 million in real estate. And when you hear that someone is making 100 offers a month, you probably assume that they're just blasting out random lowball offers, what I call the spray and pray method. And that just doesn't work anymore. That's not what I'm doing at all. Instead, I'm making personalized and carefully considered offers. But I'm simply following a simple and repeatable formula and using a very basic automation set of tools to generate and submit 100 offers a month. Because in real estate, the offers that actually get accepted aren't just about what you want, it's about solving the seller's problems. But how do you find out what the seller really wants without having hundreds of long and drawn out conversations with every single seller? Well, I've developed a method that lets me send out hundreds of personalized offers at scale that lets the seller tell me what's most important to them. You see, the trick isn't just sending a lot of offers, it's sending a lot of relevant offers. Think about it. If you're a seller, are you going to respond to some generic lowball cash offer that ignored their situation entirely? Or are you more likely to engage with someone who actually took the time to understand your property and gave you options to consider? Well, that's exactly what we're doing here. Doing targeted marketing plus creating personalized offers so sellers feel like you're speaking directly to them. Now, I know you might be wondering, okay, Paul, that's amazing, but with all this customization and targeting, how do you keep from wasting hours and hours on every single deal? Well, that's the key question. And that's where my system comes in. I'm going to walk you through the exact process, how I filter lists, how I run the numbers in just 5 minutes or less, and how I create offers at a pace of 10 to 20 per week. And here's what we know. Most sellers want way too much for their property, but that doesn't scare me because I'm not looking for everyone. I'm looking for the sellers who are willing to be flexible price or flexible on payment terms, aka seller financing. And that's where my 3 option letter of intent comes in. And so an LOI is a letter of intent, and it's just a non-binding document that says, hey, this is how I'd be willing to buy your property. It's only 1 or 2 pages. It's not a formal contract, and it's simply a way to show the seller, this is what I'm willing to do. And we submit 3 different options with every LOI that we send out. And it basically says, hey, here are 3 different ways we can make this deal work out. So option 1 is we usually send a cash out offer at a significant discount from what the seller wants. Option 2 is a seller financing offer with a low down payment and then another monthly payment per month. Then option 3 is another seller financing offer with a slightly higher down payment, but with a slightly lower monthly payment. And the trick here is option 2 and 3, we give the seller their asking price or as close to it as possible. We're basically saying, I'll give you your price if you'd be willing to be flexible and take my payment terms. And what it ends up being is a conversation starter. It's an incredibly powerful strategy because sellers see that we're trying to actually solve their problem. We're trying to understand what's going on instead of just throwing random darts at the wall. Plus, we're giving 3 different options that you're more likely to strike up a conversation with a back and forth dialogue. So which effectively turns into a negotiation. So how do I come up with these offers so quickly? Well, it's actually really very simple once you know some basic information. And so once I know someone is open to receiving an offer, all I need are 3 things. I need what the rents are, I need the number of units, and I need an estimated rehab budget. And with that, I can make a broad assumption and get a ballpark picture of what the deal is. I'm not trying to build a 50-tab elaborate spreadsheet. I'm just checking, are we in the same ballpark? Because my goal isn't perfection here. My goal is to find out, is this someone who's willing to do business right now? So are they flexible? I like to say, are they willing to dance? Because I'm looking for a good dance partner in this deal. And not everyone's going to be ready, and that's perfectly fine. But by making the offer, I put myself on their radar. And now they know exactly where I stand. It's like sending a message to the marketplace to see who is ready to get a deal done now, who's ready to dance. And what that does is it fills my pipeline with potential deals. Deals I can follow up on, I can send out nurturing messages to, and then eventually close on. So here's how it actually works in practice. So I start with a broker or seller. Personally, I prefer starting with brokers because I can find them a whole lot faster. I know that they're willing to sell and they're much easier to get a hold of. So we're going to go for listed properties on Zillow, Redfin, Crexi, or LoopNet.com for commercial properties. And I simply have a 5-minute conversation with the broker explaining how we do business and what we're looking for. And in that same call, I get the basic financials of the property so I can run the numbers. And I have that full script available for you to review in my free school community. That link to join us is in the description below. Then I spend maybe 5 minutes running my numbers and about 10 minutes creating the LOI, the letter of intent. And that's it. From first conversation to a submitted offer in the broker's inbox in under 20, maybe 30 minutes. So I can easily create 5 offers per business day. Often I can do that within less than 2 hours. Now, when you're first getting started, you don't have to go to this extreme of submitting 5 offers per day, but you can learn this system and submit 1 to 2 offers per week. Then you ramp up to 3, 4, 5 per week, then 10, and then ultimately you're at the 10 to 20 offers per week number. Multiply that over a month, and you're now looking at 50 to 100 or more personalized offers every single month, all with a simple, repeatable system. Now, who do you think has the best chance at scoring really good deals? The investor who sometimes submits 1, maybe 2 offers per month, or the investor who is sending 50 to 100 personalized offers every single month? The volume plus personalization strategy is an absolute game changer. And if you're making 1 offer a month, you're going to starve in this business. But if you're making 100 plus offers per month, then you're absolutely going to thrive. And one of the biggest mistakes that new investors make is they do all this elaborate market research on the front end. They spend hours building these customized models to run the numbers, or they say, oh, I'm not sure this property speaks to me. It's not my property. Or I'm not near the property. It's too far for me to go visit it. Or they make the mistake of going and physically viewing every one of these listings before they even know anything about the property. I'm telling you, that's all a complete waste of time from pros who've been doing it for 10 plus years. That's not what we do. We first want to find a seller who is motivated to make a deal happen. Then we figure out how to monetize that deal afterward. So most sellers have completely unrealistic expectations of the price that they want, and it takes time for them to get that message from the marketplace. And they're going to take up your time finding that out. So you only do this more detailed analysis during your due diligence period after you've negotiated an amazing deal and you already have it under contract. The secret here is not waiting for the perfect deal to come to you. You have to go out there and shake the trees and see who falls out. And you want to focus on filtering, fast, good enough analysis, and sending out consistent, personalized offers with options to find amazing deals from sellers who are willing to dance right now. And if you want to learn the exact details of that 5-minute deal mastery method, that same system I use to submit over 100 offers a month and running the numbers to know how to do it, then you need to join my upcoming 3-day challenge where I'm going to show you how to analyze properties in 5 minutes or less. And that's where I'll walk you step by step through the whole process so that you can copy it for yourself and go out there and make a ton of offers and get amazing results. So you can click the link in the description below to join our free community so you can join me in learning how to make this business really work for you during that 3-day challenge. I cannot wait to see you there.